And this is my continuing series of interviews to Save Ontonagon, Michigan, and it was started so that people all over the country could hear ordinary people talking and working together and trying to keep Ontonagon a great place to live and do business. So this interview is with Tom. Tom, tell me a little bit about yourself, how long you've lived in Ontonagon, and why you consented to do the interview.
Well, I'm a relatively newcomer, as in living in Ontonagon. I moved up here to take the village manager's position in May of 2008. But my ties and roots to Ontonagon County go very, very deep. My great-grandfather, John Cogswell, came over from Europe and settled in Bruce Crossing. And then from there, through family, and my grandfather moved to the Greenland, Mass City area, and then eventually into Ontonagon. Of course, my father was born and raised here. I still have many, many Schertel relatives all across the county, from Bruce Crossing all the way to the east side, to the west side, and here in the north.
Well, right now Ontonagon has just lost its last major employer. So could you describe what you think makes Ontonagon a special place to live?
I believe in one of the reasons that I came back to Ontonagon is that it's the people. The people in Ontonagon are very steadfast. They're loyal. They're friendly. They have a very, very strong work ethic. People, when they do get a good job, they stay with it. If you look at the staff here in the village, we have at least 75% of our staff that has been here for 20 years plus. And also, too, it's just the beautiful nature of it. We're on the shores of Lake Superior. We've got the largest river in the UP, if I'm not mistaken, or at least in the West End, the Ontonagon River, mountains, bluffs, the Porcupine Mountains, all kinds of recreational activities that can be done.
Well, and Ontonagon is a small town, with ordinary people like any other small town across the U.S. What is it about Ontonagon you think will attract businesses to your location? Because Ontonagon needs new businesses and families to survive.
Exactly. I think also, too, Ontonagon being small is in a position where great things can happen. We have the only deepwater harbor west of Marquette in the state of Michigan. We have one of 4 deepwater harbors that does have rail service that could connect to it. We have a small municipal airport that is going to be expanded within the next 5 years to accept large airplanes. We are a community. We have our own hospital. And last year, it's nice to see that we have put up a cell tower. Right now, AT&T is on the tower. Verizon is looking to get on the tower, which would increase our wireless communication. And as we all know, you can conduct business anywhere these days. You just need strong wireless communication, internet service, and I would be remiss, but I forgot to mention the Ontonagon County Telephone Company, which was the first telephone company in the state of Michigan, and they're still in existence. So we have all the resources here. We've got the points that I just mentioned, and including that workforce. There's been plenty of times in the boom of Ontonagon County where individuals were not afraid to drive down from Houghton or over from Ironwood to work at the mine or in the paper mills. Again, I can't stress it enough that the people in the Western UP like to work, and they work hard. I know currently people who drive 2 hours to go to work. But what we are trying to do is get out there that here in Ontonagon we have the assets that a company, be it a manufacturing company, a high-tech company, a biomass company, you name it, we have the resources here in a small, beautiful town on the shores of Lake Superior where people conduct their business.
Well, it sounds like you've almost answered my last question. Could you give people an idea of how residents are coming together to try and save their community? I know that's been happening in force lately. And just a few examples, and we'll finish up with what kind of help are we asking the public for to help Ontonagon stay a viable community?
Right. Probably for the first time in at least recent memory, the residents of the county of Ontonagon have gotten together and have held a number of meetings. The group, we named ourselves the Ontonagon County Economic Partnership. We realize that we have resources all over the county that can be used and need to be tapped. And I think at this point in time, we're all under the understanding that what's good for Ontonagon County is good for Ontonagon County. Whether we can attract businesses on the south end, the north end, east or west, right in the middle, it doesn't matter. As long as we get everybody pulling the rope the same way and get businesses into our county, it's good for the entire county. So this group has been meeting now for roughly, I would say, 4 months. We've had probably 7 to 8 meetings. We've formed a number of committees dealing with 7 major components of our economy. Those subcommittees are working on getting the resources so that when we do get an individual that is a business recruiter, that they will have the tools and they will see the passion that we do have here in Ontonagon, and all it would take then is that individual to go out, show these people, get some people walking in the doors, contacts, and I think 2010, 2011, the residents of Ontonagon County are going to see a lot of good things starting to happen.
Well, thank you, Tom, for sharing your thoughts about what is needed to save Ontonagon, Michigan. And I know if people have ideas, they can contact you. And
myself or Frank Wardinsky at the county, Ontonagon County, Michigan State Extension. Frank and I will be happy to sit down and listen and point you in the right direction, get you with the right group of people. And I think the key is that everybody's welcome in Ontonagon County. We will work with any type of industry, since we do have all the things I had listed earlier, but we're here in open arms. We're not Michigan's best kept secret anymore. We're going to get out and we're going to make things happen.
thank you.